company. I'll be very specific. There is an issue of privatization which is going on. Privatization is not a new thing. We want the public to know about it. It is something which was there many years ago. It was there during Moi days. It has been going on. Quite a number of organizations have been privatized. Some have been sold, and others have been leased out. Like Nzoia now, we are due for leasing, meaning that next time you meet me, I will generally be an ordinary person. I will not be the chairman of Nzoia, because the management of Nzoia will be in different hands. So this is a process that is going on. They advertised the leasing about at the beginning of the month. As we are speaking, they have already received bidders. MD will clarify that. They have already received the bidders, and in a very short while we'll know how much is involved. I want to clarify two things. One, this process is not only affecting Nzoia. This is a process which is happening throughout the country. The 4 millers have all been advertised. As they open the bids for Nzoia, they will also be opening the bids for Moroni, Chemili, and Sony. These are the remaining 4 sugar millers.
So there will be an element of goodwill which will be negotiated. Already the bidders were asked that they should be able to come up with a figure for that. There is also the other issue of the lease rentals. When you talk of the lease rentals, we are looking at the acreage. Nzoia Sugar has the largest acreage in the 4 state mills. We have 4,629 actually hectares. And what is under cane is 3,600. That is the arable land. The rest, those facilities are taking the rest of the land. And in this, there will also be an element of lease on this land. So the land will not just be given together with the factory, but what we are going to get is that we are going to receive some money also on the land that is going to be leased out to the new leasee. Now, a committee is underway. That is what we have received from our parent ministry. And this committee will look into the interest. One, the chairman has mentioned about the interest of workers. We know workers have gone for a long time without getting pay. So that is one of the major issues. And in that committee, we are aware that they are going to be the leaders. There will be representatives from the workers, and that is the union, which will sit in that committee to be able to articulate any issues relating to staff. Already, there is a commitment from government to pay staff. All of us are aware that this matter, when it went to cabinet, it was discussed, it went to parliament. There was a document which came out of parliament, which actually looked at the issue of picking up all the arrears before the new lessor comes in, the person who is going to lease the factory. So there is that which is very key on staff matters. The second one will be about farmers. Farmers also is very key because they're the providers of the raw material. And at this point, we want to assure them, and the farmers together with the workers, that anything that will be pending to the point of us signing the contract together with the new lessor, we have been assured by the National Treasury. I want to assure them that they are going to be paid to the last penny, and all their concerns are going to be taken care of.
We now have the new Sugar Act, which has, in essence, put in place the Kenya Sugar Board. And if you look at the new Sugar Act, we now have zones, where Nzoia is now zoned under the same area with the Naitiri, Butali, West Kenya. And you know, these other factories are relatively new. So we need to ask ourselves, Are we in a position to compete? Can we be able to compete? Nzoia Sugar Company in the state it is, are we able to compete and be of more economic value to the people of Bungoma? Of course, the answer is no, because that factory is totally obsolete. It is gone. We can never compete. That is number one, which I want you to note. Secondly, you are also aware that in 2023, the government came up with just like the chairman has said, the sugar reforms. The sugar reforms specifically targeted the public millers, whereby they are all set to be privatized. And as you are aware, it is not only Nzoia that is targeted here. All the public millers. And if you look at the other Mkhoroni, Chemelil, Soni, the process is quite, we are not getting any pressure from that side. But us here, we want to look at more, our interest here is to focus on the life of the staff in Nzoia. The staff in Nzoia and the farmers. I think that is where our main concern is. We may say, yes, the factory is ours, but what happens to the staff there? It is almost 25, 26 months they have not earned any salary. So do we keep the factory the way it is, saying it is our own,